Welcome back for those who are coming back and rejoining us here at World Debuff, and for those who are just new, welcome. And for this episode, I'll be honest, guys, this episode is pretty much for us aging gamers, those of us out there who are approaching that other side of the world. What happens after we die? Basically, kind of energy. Because I don't know, you don't know, but we are getting older and our time is getting limited, which gave birth to this idea of the title of this one, which is Time and Grind. And what does that mean? Well, for me, this is what it means for me personally. And I wonder if it means this for you too. It's kind of weighing the amount of time we have to spend in the hobby. Of course, I personally don't have as much time as I used to have to spend in the hobby, especially with doing this again and coming up with, trying to come up with things I would like to talk about with you all. And just kind of following the news in the industry and trying to watch other people, seeing what's going on, what's hot, what's not. I'm never really a big trend chaser, so don't look for me to be that guy. But I did come up with this one because I really want to know what you guys think. Because just have you ever kind of booted up a game, you looked at that menu, and you're just sitting there, you see battle passes, you see all the dailies, the fucking weeklies, you see event timers ticking down, and what normally used to kind of drum up excitement in us when we were younger, seeing not all this stuff but loading up these menus, but this kind of just makes us feel tired, because that's what it makes me feel. I feel real tired when I see all this bullshit, all these checklists, all this. Oh, I gotta do this. I gotta log in. I gotta make sure I don't miss this. That's what it just drains me. But when I was younger, there was a time when grinding for this epic loot is or grinding for levels, or grinding for mounts, or grinding for whatever you're grinding for at that particular time, just didn't feel like work. I didn't feel like I was clocking in, clocking out like I do today. It feels like when I was younger, it was just about adventure. It just felt like I was on an adventure. It felt like I had freedom. And now I'm sitting here, I'm just asking myself, do I even kind of enjoy this anymore? And that's kind of the birth of all this. And I just want to know what changed. I just need to know what changed. Is it me? Is it the industry? What is it? And that's what gave birth to all this. So I want to get this out of the way, just right up the gate. I don't feel like grinding magically appeared in any kind of modern games. Okay, I feel like we was always on that grind. We grinded mobs, we grinded dungeons, we grinded reps, we grinded levels, skills, gear, legendaries. Our grind is not new. This is not something that just come out of nowhere. I know for me, I grew up on a lot of Chinese free-to-play MMOs, Korean free-to-play MMOs. So the grind was always real. Like I remember Martial Heroes was one of my first MMOs I played. And if anyone who played Martial Heroes, God bless you. You're one of the survivors. But everything was a grind, guys. Like everything. Like you were grinding like literally from 50 to 60. 50 to 60 was done in a place called Deadlands, which was an open PvP area, and it took forever to make it to 50 to 60 because up to that point, you could kind of follow the quest. The quest will get you from point A to point B, but at 50, I believe, 50, it just completely dropped off, and it was just hitting them fucking scorpions. And this was like days and days and days and days of just straight grinding, nothing but this area. And on top of that, you would have people come like much higher levels. They would kill you. This is where guild wars could take place. So you get caught up in that. It was kind of a hectic time. So like I said, grinding, this is nothing new. This is nothing new for me. But I don't know. Maybe it's just, I'm just getting older. But it did make me ask this question though, is what's new? What's new is what games are asking in return, I guess. Is what is new what games are asking in return? I guess I want to rephrase it that way. Is that's what's new, is that what the game is actually asking for me? Because if we look at the modern day games, we don't just play. You don't just want to play. They kind of want to make you log in. They want to make us log in every day at specific times on their schedule. that means they're going to give us daily quests. We're going to have weekly caps for currency. We're going to have seasonal resets, battle passes, limited time events. I think this really means what it boils down to is the grind that we're doing isn't really about discovery. It's just about that retention, that how they want us to retain us as the audience, retain us as a player. And I feel like this retention assumes something very dangerous, that we all still have the same amount of time as we did when we were kids. Because I'm looking at like Where Winds Meet. I really love Where Winds Meet, but it's like, okay, well, I need to log in and make sure I stay caught up. Oh, I got the battle pass, so I need to finish this battle pass to justify that money, right? So I feel like I'm now pigeonholed into making sure I log into Where Winds Meet every single day, not because I want to explore the game, but because the game systems has been, they have been created in a way to incentivize me to do that, if that makes sense. And it's not just something to Where Winds Meet. Dune is the same way. Like, I log in every day on Dune just to make sure my base doesn't fold. Now, they have now, since season 3, have I think made some headway into making it where I don't have to log in so much. So thank you guys for that. But it's not just these two games. It's like almost every game we play today has these retention mechanics, and it's like you don't have enough time to play them all, and that sucks because, like, especially Where Winds Meet, like, its core gameplay is actually really fun. That's a fun game at its core. Like, the game that's there is very fun. It's just you have people that are like me and do have these, I guess, these mental issues that will lock onto these systems, and it just feels like it's driving us to always log in. Now, not everybody probably has this issue, but the way the gaming industry is churning is going into this sort of retention, right? Whenever you go back in the day when you would play like World of Warcraft, and I think Force Gaming, I watched a video recently with Force Gaming, and he kind of summed this up. With Force Gaming, he kind of said why we had so much fond memories of that is because we spent so much time in those areas, right? You would spend so much time, kind of like my Deadlands example. Why I have so much fond memories of that is because you spent so much time in that area, and it was like a sense of exploration. And now it's just a sense of got to get to the end game, and I think that we lose that leveling experience because we want to get to the end game, which contributes to all these other systems, because this is normally part of an end game system, right? The retention is part of the end game nowadays, and it just kind of hits you because that's kind of where the trauma kicks in. Because here's the thing, I don't think a lot of people want to say out loud, is that us older gamers, we really didn't stop loving games. We just kind of ran out of time. We got a lot of responsibilities now. We got various jobs. We got families, relationships, mental exhaustion before we can even click on the power button most days. I remember back in the day, man, we was grinding till 3 a.m. It wasn't responsible. It was just part of the plan, man. Like, that's what we wanted. I remember doing LAN parties. We had a living room, and like just right there on the living room, like we would take all of our PlayStation 3s, for example, and we took them all to my buddy's house, and we spent the whole fucking night just playing Dark Souls. What was that other one? God, Little Big Planet. We played the Little Big Planet creating maps. Just, we had a great time just connecting all of our PlayStations right there. We didn't have to, didn't have to worry about anything. We didn't have all these other responsibilities, and I think just at that time kind of felt infinite. Now, as we're getting older, 2 hours can sometimes feel like a luxury, and we had to spend time doing chores inside our own games. That just kind of feels wrong. Like, if I only have 2 hours and you're just asking me to just go down this checklist that feels like a honey-do list from my wife, it's like, now what am I doing? Am I just like, I'm working inside the game, when used to I felt like I was going on adventures. And I just kind of catch myself thinking, okay, if I don't log in, I fall behind, which is what I mentioned before. If I don't finish this fast, I wasted my money, you know? If I don't keep up, what is the point? You know, that's the big crux. If we don't keep up, what's the point of even playing anymore? Because then when you take the time off, we log back in, we see how far we have fallen behind the curve, and suddenly it's just like, I don't want to play, because while I am playing, I'm just not even really playing. I'm just kind of maintaining. I'm in maintenance mode for the game to keep my account going. And it feels like all we have nowadays are a bunch of live service games. Even MMOs in themselves are live service games, even though we've been playing the same ones for 12 years. A lot of their end game has shifted to these daily login rewards, these battle passes, the same thing. Your typical live service, like a game like Destiny or a game like even Helldivers. Even Helldivers done a great job with its purchases. Like it's real free to play friendly. That you can say it's still a pass that you're trying to keep up with, you know. And that's just kind of where we're at in most games these days. And I don't think I like it. I know I don't like it, actually. That's the point of this video, because when I reflect then versus now, I have to think about it though. You know, when I was younger, that grind did feel different. That grind to me meant exploring that world. It meant uncovering what's over that hill. It meant just learning the systems of the game naturally, and not min-maxing, not looking up YouTube guides, not just diving headfirst into what is the best path forward. It's figuring it out. It was the sense of discovery. And it was like, maybe I knew there was a legendary. You talked about it with other players. And it was like, okay, I wanted to go get this legendary, but along the way, the game world itself was the grind, because you seen something, like you wanted to go do that. And then you went over here and done this, or you discovered this quest, or you discovered this little area over here. And to me, it wasn't just the loot. You know, the reward wasn't the loot. It was the stories that we made while we were chasing the loot. It just, now the grind to me feels a really, really optimized, like hyper optimized, like it's measured, timed, monetized. We're not discovering anything. We're just completing tasks. And I don't know what happened along the way, even WoW retail, because I've been playing a lot of classic here recently. And what I like about some of the modern takes on retail, because it does have merit to it. Like, I do like the new stylized graphics, you know, sprucing them up. I do like some of I do like the controller integration, because I do like playing with controller. But again, it didn't take long to hit 80. Like, I went like from Dragonflight to War Within, and I was 80. Like, but I didn't spend much time in these areas. It's like boom, 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 boom. And now it's like, okay, now you're ready to raid. I'm like, okay, I get that. That's what I've been told. But then I go back to like hardcore, or I go back to classic, and it felt like the game itself was the grind. Like, it felt like the world itself was what I was playing. I was playing an adventure, I guess. And retail doesn't capture that for me. Like, now I'm just playing retail just to see Xalatath, because she's fucking sexy as shit. And I want to see them toes. Give me them toes. But you know, I'm just playing to see that story come to fruition, because I'm kind of invested in this World Soul Saga. I like the story they're telling, but we'll see how it goes. I enjoy War Within. I say that. We'll see where Midnight comes. I'm going to be eager to play through that. But again, I'm just playing the story beats, where before I was just playing the world, the game. I was playing the game, and I feel like a lot of games have kind of missed that. So again, like I said, now it's just like I'm completing tasks. And a lot of times the worst part of these task completions, these task checklists, especially in these modern day games, is a lot of that progress just disappears the next season. So then you have to start asking yourself this question, pretty much, why am I doing this? Is it fun or just familiar? Which I've asked myself this question a lot. Am I playing the game because I want to, or because I feel obligated? And honestly, are you? I come back to this question with Dune specifically, because I do get on. Like, I haven't done the story beats. I haven't played the story in a while. It's just been maintenance mode. And I tell myself every week, this is going to be the week I jump back into it. Oh, this is going to be the week I go and continue my playthrough. But it's never the week, you know. It's never that week. And it's always just, I got my base still running. Oh, my base is still running. this is not to harp on Dune. This is just me personally, because I keep telling myself this and I never get to it, and because I just feel like, it's just me going in because now I've got my base running this week, and now, I don't want to do it no more. I'm just done. I'm just over. I'm mentally over it. So I think this is kind of the truth that we aging gamers anyway. I can't speak to the younger gamers because I feel like you have all been kind of raised on these systems. So I don't know your perspective of it. So if you have any perspective of that, I would love to hear about it. I mean, I'm not going to say you're wrong in your perspective. I would just kind of like to hear your thoughts on it. But for us aging gamers, I feel this is a truth we kind of been wrestling with. That I don't think the grind kind of betrayed us. It was just the time, and it's just how they changed the grind. I don't know if it's. I don't feel any. I don't think it's bitterness. I think it's just reality. I think it was okay for me to kind of sit back and think about it. Like, even with all this said, I have to come to the realization that this is the new reality. That I feel like, even though I don't like these systems, I don't. I think a lot of people don't like these systems. But again, like I said, I don't have that younger gamer perspective that someone who was raised on the Fortnite generation, as I call them, because that was a big change in the industry, right? Let's be honest, Fortnite was a huge change for the industry as a whole. So if you are like me, I know I don't want to go off on too much attention on that. So let me focus. I want to focus on things that I can speak on. So I just want to say this for people who are like me, and I want to go over some things that kind of helped me and helped me. I won't say really get back to where I was at in the hobby, but has helped me as I go through and play new games. Things that I tell myself that it's okay not to finish every game. We don't have to finish every game. It's fine if you drop into a game and you play it for 30 hours. You haven't finished it, but did you enjoy your 30 hours you spent there? If the answer is yes, then there's nothing wrong with that. If the answer is no, then that's a problem. Like, there's games that I have spent 60 hours in, hadn't even seen the ending to. But those 60 hours I spent, I've actually looked back and said, you know what? I did enjoy my time playing that 60 hours of that game. Why I didn't finish it was time. It's just I ran out of time. There's something else come out that I wanted to play more than the rest of that game. And that's just the nature of the beast that I'm living in right now. But it's okay. Did you enjoy that time? You don't have to finish every game. We also don't have to max every single character. Like, you do not have to 100% your character. Like, it's okay to not do that. We don't have to do it. I know it's fun to do it. Like, if you really fall in love with the game, it's okay to jump in there and do that. And I pray that you find you a game that you want to do that with, because that is the dream. So do that. Great. Also, it's okay to not complete every single pass. It's almost impossible to complete every single pass these games throw at us. I still wrestle with this one myself, but this is just one of the things I try to tell myself, that it's okay to not do it unless you spend money on it. Now, if I spend money on it, I will say that's the caveat, that I think that yes, you should try to complete the pass that you spend money on, because then that's just kind of wasted money. Now, if you're good for it and don't worry about it, that's great. But if I spend money on a pass, I'm going to do everything I can to complete that pass. Although the last battle pass I bought in Where Winds Meet, I did not honor that because I did not complete it. But it is what it is. And it's okay. I know we have a lot of live service games. We don't have to keep up with every one of them. My recommendation to you, because I've learned from experience, do not overindulge in live service games. I know there's a lot of cool games, and a lot of them are live service games that you want to partake in. And honestly, we can't keep up with all of them. No one can keep up with all of them. There's just too many. And I'm getting better at it myself, where I'm not playing so many. I think my live service games are down to a manageable level almost. Like, I'm not logging into as many as I did, because I used to play a lot of gotcha games. Like, my live service list was a lot worse than it is now. But I have pretty much kicked all the gacha games to the side. I don't play gacha games anymore. So for the most part, I will check into Wuthering Waves from time to time, and I will check into Arknight's Innsfields, because I think those are the two best ones on the market right now. So I will play those two. I enjoy those, but I don't keep up with them. Like, I'm not actively like trying to keep up with every character coming out. I'm not trying to keep up with all the weapons and all the new content. I get to it if I get to it. I'm not worried about it, and that's how I'm trying to tackle the live service games. And this is a huge big one. This is a huge big one that it's okay to lower that difficulty. If you're wanting to finish a game, it's okay. It's okay to cut that difficulty down. Not a problem. No one's going to make fun of you. It's your game. It's your world. Do what you want. And it's okay to skip content. We don't have to 100% these games. Like a massive Ubisoft game. Who's playing Ubisoft games this day and age? I don't know. But people are. Their worlds are massive. Look at Shadows. That world was too fucking big. It's okay to skip content. It's not a problem. You don't have to do every single side quest. You do not have to do it. It's skip it. Like, you don't have to come back for DLC. You don't have to find every collectible. You don't have to find every weapon in the game. It's just skip it. Okay, it's okay to skip content. Remember to remind yourself that. And sometimes it's okay to walk away. If a game is like just becoming like, oh my God, this thing ain't ever ending. God, you know that feeling, like you feel like a game should have ended when it didn't. Valhalla, it should have ended like 3 times. And it's okay to walk away, take some time away from it, come back and play it in your own time. Play it after you're done, decompressed. And because time is kind of the rarest loot that we have in our possession. And I feel like games need to earn that time. It shouldn't just be allowed to demand it. Because if a game makes us feel guilty for missing a day, that's not entertainment, guys. That's an actual debuff. Okay, that is actual debuff. So remember that. Take it from World Debuff. That's an actual debuff. If a game is making you feel guilty for missing a day, that's enough of that game, right? Of course, it's easier said than done. I know that. Okay, motherfuckers, I know it's easier said than done. But I'm working on myself. You work on you. We're gonna work on it together. That's the goal of this video. We're gonna work on it together because honestly, at the end of the day, I still love games. I just don't love being rushed through them. And maybe the real end game isn't max level for me anymore. Maybe it's just finding a game that kind of respects your time and walking away from the ones that don't. And I hope we can all find that in our gaming lives, because God, this market has become extremely, extremely oversaturated with a lot of similar games that tells stories. I love stories in games, and I like to experience stories. But sometimes I have to remind myself I can't experience them all. So with that being said, I do hope we all find that game that does respect our time. And if you have found that game and you have that recommendation for me, please leave it in the comments below, because I do love checking out games. And if it's one that will respect my time, let me know, because we do have a lot of single player stuff that I do play that does respect my time, like my game of the year last year, Expedition 33. I beat it, couldn't quit playing it. Metaphor Fantasio, another super long game. I love that game. The whole Persona series, I love the Persona series. The Witcher, great game. Red Dead Redemption 2. All these great single player games, they're out there, but it just seems they're becoming less and less and less and less. Currently for 2026, my plan is to actually play through and beat Cyberpunk. I'm enjoying Cyberpunk 2077 right now. I didn't enjoy it the first time I played it, but I'm enjoying it now. And I'm going to give you guys an update on that. I'm going to kind of review it once I get done. I'm going through Phantom Liberty right now, and then I'm going to finish up the game once I beat that. So all in all, that's going good. I have a couple more Crimson Desert. We're going to cover Crimson Desert. We're going to see how that goes. I am, as well, I know who's playing Ubisoft games, I am giving Shadows a chance. I'm almost finished with Shadows. We'll see how that goes. I play Shadows very sparingly because it is a massive game, and I have to be ready to sit down and play it. So we'll see with that. But as anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you agree with me, let me know. If you disagree with me, let me know. I want to know your thoughts and opinions on this time versus grind, This has been a production of World Debuff, myself. This has been Patch Notes and Trauma. If this episode has hit you close to home and you're not alone, hit subscribe and we'll talk about it together. Thank you, guys. I'll catch you on the next one.